Hi everyone, it's Wei. Today's video is going to be an exciting one because first I'm going to do a review of this portable painter hands-free watercolor palette, and then ta-da! I'm going to give out the second sample for free to one of my lucky YouTube subscribers who are watching this video right now. Now I'm going to put all the information and the details as to how to enter this giveaway at the end of this video. Now these two samples come from the creator of Portable Painter. He contacted me and said he had this original, unique watercolor palette and asked me if I could possibly test it out and do a review of it. So by curiosity, I checked out their website to see what the palette looks like. And I was immediately very intrigued by the original design of the palette by looking at the pictures. So I happily agreed, and he very nicely and generously sent me two samples so I could test this one out myself and use the other one for a free giveaway for my YouTube channel. So thank you very much, Steve, and thanks to him I'm able to do a giveaway in this video today. Now, first thing first, let's open it up. Inside you have this sheet of user manual and some information about the product. And here it is, this palette. It's in plastic. Most of it is in plastic, and you can see that the size is actually pretty small and handy. It fits in my hand. Pretty much the same size as my cell phone. I have this big Sony Xperia. Yeah, it's a little shorter than my cell phone, a little chunkier. So that's a nice size. And it comes with this elastic. It's also much elastic, but silicone kind of material. And I saw some pictures from their website. I'm going to show you how to use it later. On the front, there is this plastic little piece. It serves like a key or closure and opening. That's the thing that holds the whole palette together. You can just slide it off, and there you can open the palette. First thing I like about this palette is that it actually comes with two plastic water containers, and that is such a great idea because I have probably mentioned this many times in my previous videos, is that it's always better to prepare two water jars or water containers when you're painting so that you can rinse your dark colors, your dirty brush in one, and then use the other one for light colors, or you can just rinse your brush in one and always have clean water. So I'm very happy that the designer thought about that and was able to come up with a design that gives you two water containers. Now the way you use it is that you can just slide it in, one on each side. There you go. And when you open up the palette, it has this two-headed brush. Let me see, it's a little tight on this end. Alright, there you go. So it's like one of those two-in-one brushes. I think it's a little too bad that these two brushes are pretty small, because I personally don't use brushes this small unless I'm doing details or something. But again, it really depends on your style. If you like to paint like more details, then you might prefer this kind of size. But yeah, I think they are a bit too small for me. So that's the brush, and the palette itself is on plastic, so it's very, very light. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 12 pans, although these are actually half pan sized. And the second thing I like about this palette is that these are actually detachable. You can take it out and put in your own color, your own pans, and these are standard half pans from Cinelli. Or is that from Lucas? I don't remember. And also, a little detail is that they have this kind of... Okay, it's focused now. They have this like a sticker, not so much a sticker, but like a glue at the bottom of each pan so that it would fit nicely in it and won't fall off. And because they are detachable, so you can either put in your pan a solid watercolor paint, or if you prefer to use two paints, you can just simply squeeze the paint inside their original pans. And I noticed that these are actually like a tiny bit smaller than the standard half pans, but thanks to the glue at the bottom, they stay inside. And because these containers are also a bit smaller, your standard half pans can fit inside and won't move, although it might be a little difficult to get it out. Alright, there we go. I had to use a pair of scissors to get the color, the half pan out. But yeah, I actually prefer it this way. I prefer that it's a bit too tight than loose, because I really hate when they fall off. Now, there's one more detail that I really like about it, is that when you open up the entire palette, it actually opens up to a full 180 degrees, so it's completely flat. And the reason I like about it is, now I'm going to show you another palette that I bought myself. You can see when you open it up, you have this little flap that actually falls down, that falls downward. So when you're holding it like this, you always have your paint will just go down on this side, and that's a bit of a problem for me. So I do like the fact that it's flat on this one. Now, about the elastic band that we saw earlier, the way we use it is that we just put it on one of the water containers. You can put it like that, and we can put our brushes. Sometimes we have more than one brush when we're painting outside. So there you go. You can just stick your brush behind the elastic band, and they hold the brushes. The whole structure of the palette looks like this. Pretty cool. So when I'm painting outside, I guess I can just place it on my thigh, and that totally liberates my hand. I don't have to hold the palette anymore. I can just use one hand to paint and the other one to hold this sketchbook. And I guess that's where the name Hands-Free Watercolor Palette comes from. It is such a great design because you know, when we're painting outside, we don't always get to paint in a comfy little place, or sometimes we don't even have a table to paint on. So yeah, I guess with this you can literally paint anywhere. So that was my thought on this palette. And for a chance to win this second sample all brand new, I am going to put up the rules and the details of the giveaway right here on the screen, and you can also find it in the description box below this video. Alright, that's so much for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish good luck to everyone. Bye! I'll see you next time.